Now, the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things describes the network of physical objects, things that are embedded with sensors, software, and other technologies used for the purpose of connecting and exchanging data with other devices and systems over the Internet. Again, it sounds like a very big word, but many of us are using Internet of Things without realizing on a day-to-day basis. As long as you have a product or physical object, and that physical object works with other things, that is called an Internet of Things. It can be something as simple as a buzzer on a door that can tell your phone that there's a buzzer ringing. That is also IoT. Today, people are using to having vast amounts of data flying around the airwaves all around them as they are constantly connected to Wi-Fi, 4G, and now 5G networks. As smart devices become more common in homes, people are also beginning to see the practical potential of being able to link multiple devices together. Now, IoT is not only getting bigger, there are lots of engineers looking at IoT as well and how it can work. Before you know it, I might be able to start my Dyson vacuum cleaner from when I'm out to get it working and to get it moving. We could have something like that robotic before we know it. Intelligence of Things combines Internet of Things with artificial intelligence. These items can communicate and operate without human intervention. So that's IoT, another step up. Here's the impact on IoT. Connected factories and equipment operations. Now, what this means is that factories are full of equipment and devices, and each needing maintenance on its own. It's also hard sometimes for us to put together documentation in all these factories and all the equipment. It's also hard to get together product specifications like lab notes, factory environment information. And luckily, the factory of the future has all the assets interconnected into a single ecosystem, making the work of a factory manager so much easier. Using IoT, we can connect all the processes in your factories and integrate all operations and data. Each asset conveys information to the other and takes action in response. And of course, the documentation is stored digitally. A system like this can do wonders since it will provide you with structured data on the productivity of the factory almost effortlessly. It will also be easier to manage buildings and decide how to properly use the space inside the factory. Even people can be connected to this smart ecosystem with the help of wearables. Airbus, for example, link their employees to an IoT platform, just like they did with their machinery. This innovation increased their working speed, and since now everybody was connected and better informed. Cost saving and productivity increases also through IoT. Companies have used robots and modern machinery in manufacturing long before the next industrial revolution. But it wasn't until the IoT that the control of the machinery has become easy and reliable. In a Morgan Stanley survey, it showed that the use of smart technologies in automation is the main reason why companies apply IoT. Smart automation saves costs and increases operational efficiency. BCG says that automation can reduce production costs by 20 to 40% for every company. IoT engineering is already reducing human intervention into the manufacturing process. But combined with AI, IoT is set to change the business forever. The next impact will be easier equipment management and maintenance. Industrial IoT turns equipment maintenance into a smart and cost-efficient process. The Internet of Things ecosystem provides real data on the state of the equipment, tracking depreciation and predicting failure before it happens. With this technology, you know exactly what to expect from the machinery and your manufacturing facility and when to expect it. Identifying problems beforehand means being better equipped to manage true maintenance and repair that can be scheduled at the right moment without any delay or interruption. IoT gives you better control over both your assets and time as well. The fourth is smart manufacturing process. Thanks to IoT, all assets work in relation to each other. And you can see all the manufacturing operations as a single system. IoT in manufacturing changes the way we think about production lines. It doesn't just provide you with individual data on each device, but offers structured data on the entire production flow. It becomes easier to monitor every operation and manage all the phases of manufacturing. Seeing the entire big picture definitely has its benefits. First, now you get to know the weak spots and bottlenecks in your manufacturing process and fix them before they turn into real problems. Second, with IoT technology, you can manage the supply base on the fresh market data, speeding up or slowing down manufacturing if needed. Third, IoT in manufacturing allows you to design a better product. Because technology tracks the whole life cycle of your product from creation to endpoint and even further, IoT devices give you information on the way people interact with it, bringing better experience to your customers. And for the last one, smart resources. Well, smart use of resources with IoT tracks the use of all resources and reduces waste. The data collected by the sensors and IoT devices can show whether the assets are used efficiently and how to resolve the issue if they aren't. They predict potential threats to energy systems and control energy consumption by managing the use of electricity in production and around facilities. They can even automatically switch off the equipment when it's not used for some time. Now, isn't that great? Now, the next one. Let's get started with some learning, and we recommend an introduction to programming, the Internet of Things, offered by University of California, Irvine on Coursera, the Internet of Things, offered by IBM, Introduction to Internet of Things, offered by Stanford School of Engineering, Introduction to the Internet of Things by Curtin University, Introduction to the Internet of Things and Embedded Systems, offered by the University of California, Irvine on Coursera. And on additional learning materials, I recommend AI in Internet of Things by ResearchGate, Intelligence of Things, Opportunities and Challenges by the IEEE, Software Engineering for the Internet of Things by IEEE again, The Essentials of IoT for Modern Engineers by Autodesk, and lastly, the IoT, an overview by ResearchGate.